Hi friends, today we are taking a look at a prefix sort. So go ahead and just find your headers and put those out. And before we talk about any of these words, I'm sure there's a lot of these words in here that you recognize and those that you don't recognize. So go ahead and just think with me. I pulled out some of the words from your sort that I thought you might know the definition of. When we think about a triangle, triangle is three sides, right? Triangle. When I think about a triathlon, I know my brother just ran a triathlon, swam a triathlon, biked a triathlon, and this is 3 different sports in a race. Star Wars trilogy has certainly grown. It's got that word part that I notice here, and I notice here, and I notice here too. Right? So what are you starting to notice, right? When we think about a trillion, you see that word part too. Right? So what do you think that word part means? If you're thinking 3, you've got it. Okay, so go ahead about a 3 on that header. Let's think bilingual right there. I know that I used to be kind of bilingual. I spoke both French and English, more kind of like monolingual right now. So when we think about the word bilingual, knowing that tri means 3, knowing that bi means 2, you've got that also. So go ahead and mark your word part by that prefix that means 2 with the number 2. We're thinking about a unicycle, right, is a word that I think of a lot when I see that uni. I know in math we've been talking a lot about unit fractions, right? Uni is a word part that means 1. I'm going to mark that with the number 1. Go ahead and do the same. And I notice this word right here is that same word part. It's got that lingual base inside of there. And lingual means language. So if bilingual meant that I spoke 2 languages, what do you think monolingual means? I now speak pretty much only English, 1 language. I'm monolingual. So you're thinking about that word part, mono, meaning 1, you've got that too, and you can go ahead and mark that header. So guys, now I just want you to investigate a little bit as you take a look at the rest of your words. Sort them into a column of words that you know. You know the meaning of them. You can explain them to somebody. And then likely a lot of words that you don't know, okay? But thinking about these word parts right here, if you can figure out what some of those words mean, then you can stick them in your no category. If you're still in the dark after really thinking about what these prefixes mean, thinking about what any base or roots that you know mean, then you're going to stick them in another category and pay attention to those throughout the week and work to define and understand those a little bit more deeply. So when I think about monotone right here, I know that word tone. And so it might be helpful to chop off that prefix. You're just looking at the rest of the word, tone. And so the way that you sound, right? Okay, so monotone is a word that means like 1 sound. Somebody that speaks in a monotone voice like I am right now isn't changing and going highs and lows. It's just 1 tone. It's kind of boring to listen to me right now, right? So thinking about what I knew about tone, in the word part 1, I know what monotone means. I'm going to stick that over here. Okay, so again, you want to take a look at all of your words. Okay, sort them between I know what they mean, or I can figure out what they mean based off of those word parts. And then all of the rest of those. Okay, the ones that you don't know, maybe words that, hey, I know binary, is a word part that means to, not by, but nary means nothing to me. And I can't figure that out. I'm going to stick that in a category here. Okay. And when I go to write that word in my word work notebook, I'm going to make sure that I star that or color it in a different color or some way that I know that I'm going to look that word and that definition up. Okay. So again, words that you know and that you can figure out. Words that I know this prefix meaning, but I can't. Okay. That's step one, so that you can figure out the ones that you're going to star. So for like binary, for me, I know I'm going to investigate this word a little bit more. So right here on my header, I'm going to put a star. I want you to do that same thing for any word that you don't know. Put a star that you're going to investigate the meaning of it. Okay? A tripod. I know what a tripod is. It's like something you put a camera on and then it's got 3 feet so that it can stand. So again, you can figure that. You see where it's like biennial. I'm going to put a star right there. And just words that I don't know. Universal. I know that word part means one verse. I still wonder a little bit about that one. So I'm going to stick that over here. Okay, so you might look a little bit different than mine. I know these, then your star ones. Okay, so that's step one. Once you're done with that, then go ahead and sort your words by their headers and write those in your word work notebook. I'm not going to continue to do this. You guys can do that. Okay. We'll investigate a lot of our other word meanings as we go on this week with a little bit more time, maybe today too. So sort them, stars, ones I don't know, words that I was able to figure out. Notice I don't have any star on that triceratops. And then finally, sort your words in your word work notebook by your headers. Okay. Thanks for thinking with me, friends.